Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Joe, your cooking guide. Today's recipe, we're going to focus on a one-pan meal. We have a lemon garlic chicken with some pesto Parmesan potatoes and some really simple roasted green beans. If you enjoy this recipe and appreciate the content on my channel, please be sure to subscribe and leave any comments that you may have. So with that, let's have some fun. So now what we're going to start off is we're going to make the marinade for our chicken. So we're going to start off with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to add in about a tablespoon of dried rosemary, about 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic. And you can add more or less if you like. I actually enjoy garlic, so I put quite a bit. And then we're going to add in about 1 tablespoon of honey. There you go. And then the final ingredient is going to be some lemon juice. And this is about the juice of 2 lemons. And what we're going to do is we're just going to mix that together. Set it off to the side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our chicken. So I just have some very simple chicken breast, and I'm going to show you a cool little thing that I like to do. So I'm going to just take our chicken breast and we're going to very lightly score it. Right? You're barely putting any pressure on your knife. And what this is going to do, it's going to help the marinade absorb into the chicken breast, as well as make your final presentation look a little bit cooler. Right? So we're just kind of going almost in a diamond pattern, and you can see the pressure I have on my knife. Very, very light. Right? We'll take our chicken breast, add that back into our marinade, and just move it around. Make sure it's completely coated. Right? And then what we're going to do is just kind of move that off to the side and just let it chill out for a little bit. So now we're going to start with the preparation of our pesto Parmesan potatoes. But I want to show you a cool little trick before we do that. Right, so if you take your potato and just kind of let it lay on its side, and then just roll it until it's on the opposite side. And then you're going to take a paring knife and you want to insert it off center. And ideally, you want the knife to be in the center of the potato, just like we have here. And then you'll take another paring knife and you'll make a cut from this tip here to this tip here. So we're going from here to here, right? So you just take that knife, make that cut. And then you want to take it and flip it over and do the same thing on the other side, right? Carefully pull the paring knife out from the potato, and you get this cool little feature on the potato, right? I'm very easily impressed. I think it's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more. Right? So we just take the potato, roll it on the side, take the paring knife a little bit off center, wiggle it in until it's in the center of the potato, take another paring knife, and just make that incision from tip to tip, flip it, do the same thing again. And then, there you go. You just remove your paring knife and you got this cool little cut on the potato. Right? So after we have our potatoes cut, we're going to take a bowl. We're going to add in a little bit of olive oil. That's about 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to take some pesto. And this is just a prepared pesto that I purchased at our local store. And that's about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to take a little bit of salt, and that's about, I would say that's a good tablespoon. And then this is about 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. Right, so we're just going to very quickly mix that up with a fork. Take our potatoes, add those in, and just quickly move those around. Okay, And if you feel that you need a little bit more olive oil, add a little bit more in. Right? And really just kind of stir those around till they're fully coated with the pesto. Perfect. Right? So we're going to take those potatoes, put a little bit of pepper on them, and what we're going to do is we're going to get these in the oven. And these will go in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then we'll add the other ingredients. So we're gonna move into our green beans, and we have about a pound of clipped green beans. Gonna add in a little bit of olive oil, about half a tablespoon, some salt, and a little bit of freshly cracked black pepper, and we just want to slowly toss those around. Right? Easy. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our potatoes that I removed out of the oven after about 10 minutes. We're going to add our green beans onto the pan. Just kind of move them off to the side there, really easy. And then we're going to take our chicken that has been marinating, and we're going to just kind of lay that in the middle of our pan, right? Really, really easily. And then we're going to take a little bit of that remaining marinade, and we're going to just pour that over the chicken. That looks absolutely amazing. And the marinade, as it cooks, is going to really seep in to those cuts that we put into the chicken, right? And you can add a little bit onto the green beans as well. And then a little bit of cracked black pepper on our chicken, a touch of salt, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to take this and put it in a 425 oven. So after about 15-17 minutes, we took it out of the oven and we let it rest for about 10 minutes. So our green beans are roasted very nicely, the lemon garlic chicken smells amazing, and the pesto Parmesan potatoes got a nice little crust on them. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move that, and I'm going to just put it on a plate, show you how that looks. Right, so we're just going to take our green beans and just put them on our plate. Right on the side there. We'll take some of our pesto Parmesan potatoes, kind of arrange those. No order, this is nothing fancy. Right? And then we'll take some of our sliced chicken breast and just move that on the plate and slightly fan it out. And if you have a little bit of the juice on the pan, you want to add that on there as well. Right? Beautiful. Look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to finish this off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And there you go. That's our dish right there. Lemon garlic chicken, some roasted green beans, and pesto Parmesan potatoes. Well guys, hope you enjoyed tonight's recipe. It was just a really quick and simple one-pan meal. And you can change the items any way you want, but the concept stays the same. If you enjoyed this recipe, please be sure to subscribe and leave any comments that you may have on tonight's recipe or future videos that you would like to see. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.